Is escaping poverty that easy? Well, there are many factors contributing to financial struggles. Personal choices and habits can keep individuals trapped in a cycle of poverty. Here are the top 5 things one must be willing to give up to get out of poverty. Number 5. The need for approval. Firstly, to escape poverty, it may be necessary to give up the need for constant approval from others. Making significant changes in life often means going against the grain and facing criticism or skepticism from those around. Sometimes the best financial decisions aren't the most popular ones. It might be necessary to sell a car that's unaffordable, even if others judge, move to a less desirable neighborhood to save money, turn down invitations to expensive social events, or choose a practical career path over a more glamorous one. It's important to remember that financial success is more important than others' opinions of choices. In a society that often equates spending with status, choosing to live frugally can sometimes lead to judgment from others. Learning to take pride in smart financial decisions, even if others don't understand them, is important. Focusing on building wealth, not appearing wealthy, is crucial. The journey out of poverty may look different for different individuals. It's important not to be afraid to pursue unconventional opportunities or career paths if they align with goals. This might mean starting a business instead of pursuing traditional employment, choosing a trade school over a 4-year college, moving to a new city or even a country for better opportunities, or pursuing multiple income streams instead of relying on a single job. Trusting one's instincts and making decisions based on what's best for their financial future, not what others expect, is important. Number 4. Negative influences. The people and influences one surrounds themselves with can have a significant impact on financial success. To escape poverty, it is indeed necessary to distance oneself from negative influences that reinforce poor financial habits or discourage efforts to improve. Sometimes the people closest to an individual can hold them back from achieving their goals. This might include friends who pressure them to spend money that they don't have, family members who discourage efforts to improve their situation, or coworkers who reinforce negative attitudes about work or money. While it can be difficult, it may be necessary to limit time with people who consistently bring one down or counter the efforts to improve. Being mindful of the media one consumes and how it affects mindset is important. This includes social media that encourages comparison and overspending, news sources that focus excessively on negative economic news, and entertainment that glorifies consumerism or unrealistic lifestyles. Instead, seeking out positive influences that educate and inspire is beneficial. Following financial experts, reading success stories, and engaging with content that reinforces goals can be helpful. Number 3. Instant gratification. One of the biggest obstacles to financial success is the desire for instant gratification. In today's consumer-driven society, people are constantly bombarded with messages encouraging them to buy now and worry about the consequences later. To escape poverty, it's necessary to be willing to delay gratification and focus on long-term financial goals, starting by creating a realistic budget that prioritizes saving and debt repayment over unnecessary spending is important. This might mean cutting back on dining out or entertainment expenses, choosing more affordable housing or transportation options, buying generic brands instead of name brands, and avoiding impulse purchases. It's important to find a balance. It does not mean eliminating all enjoyment from life is necessary, but being mindful of spending and prioritizing financial goals is crucial. One of the biggest traps that keep people in poverty is high-interest debt, particularly credit card debt. Making a commitment to avoid using credit for non-essential purchases is important. For those who already have debt, making a plan to pay it off as quickly as possible, even if it means making short-term sacrifices, is crucial. Instead of spending money on immediate pleasures, focusing on investing in the future is beneficial. This could mean contributing to a retirement account, saving for a down payment on a home, investing in stocks or mutual funds, or putting money aside for education or skill development. Number 2. Free time. That's a hard one, right? One of the most valuable resources a person has is time. If someone is serious about escaping poverty, they'll need to be willing to sacrifice some of their leisure time in pursuit of their goals. Successful people often make the most of every hour in their day. This doesn't mean working 24/7, but it does mean being intentional about how time is spent. Creating a daily schedule and sticking to it is important. Waking up earlier to have more productive hours, using commute time or waiting time to learn by listening to podcasts or reading books, and limiting time-wasting activities like excessive TV watching or social media scrolling can all be beneficial. Using free time to acquire new skills and knowledge that can increase earning potential is crucial. This might include taking online courses or attending workshops, learning a new language, developing technical skills like coding or digital marketing, or studying personal finance and investment strategies. Considering using evenings and weekends to earn additional income can be helpful. This can involve starting a small business or freelancing, taking on part-time work, offering services like tutoring, pet sitting, or handyman work, or creating and selling products online. While it can be challenging to give up relaxation time, it's important to remember that this sacrifice is temporary. As skills are built and income increases, it becomes possible to create more balance in life. Number 1. The comfort zone. Topping the list as the biggest obstacles to financial success is staying within one's comfort zone. This applies to both mindset and physical environment. To escape poverty, individuals need to be willing to challenge their beliefs, try new things, and potentially even change their surroundings. The first step in giving up the comfort zone is to change how one thinks about money and success. Many people who grow up in poverty develop limiting beliefs that can hold them back. For example, someone might believe that rich people are unhappy, or that they're destined to always be poor. These negative attitudes can become self-fulfilling prophecies. To break free from poverty, it's necessary to adopt a growth mindset. This means believing that abilities and circumstances can improve with effort and learning. Instead of seeing oneself as a victim of circumstances, it's important to view oneself as someone capable of creating positive change. Individuals should challenge themselves to learn about personal finance, read books on wealth creation, and seek out mentors or role models who have successfully improved their financial situations. Being open to new ideas and ways of thinking about money is crucial. Sometimes escaping poverty requires physically removing oneself from environments that reinforce negative patterns. Surrounding oneself with people who inspire and motivate achievement is important. Leaving the comfort zone also means being willing to take calculated risks. This might involve starting a side business, applying for jobs that seem out of reach, investing in education or skills development, or trying new strategies for saving and investing money. Staying in the comfort zone might feel safe, but it's unlikely to lead to significant changes in financial situations. Being willing to face fears and step into the unknown is necessary. Now, what do you think is the worst factor? Do you think it's easy to escape poverty? Do drop your views in the comment section below, and we'll meet again in the next video.